Good morning, EWI members. Today, we will be recognizing our 2020 scholarship recipients for our corporate EWIS and assist programs, as well as the nominees and award winners for our Lucille Johnson Perkins annual recognition program. We are celebrating the accomplishments of not only our students, but our member firms, representatives, chapter leaders, and one chapter will be awarded our highly coveted Tilly Award. Please join me and your corporate board as we share this year's results with you today. Philanthropy is what we do so well, so it gives me great pleasure to highlight our endeavors for this year. One of our greatest highlights are our scholarship programs and our literacy initiatives. Over the last 10 years, our chapters and the corporation have donated over $5 million. I think that is so significant. I'm going to say it again. We have donated over $5 million. What an amazing accomplishment. I say thank you. The corporate board says thank you. So to highlight our corporate BCDP program from the past year, I invite Christine Healy, corporate board director, and our corporate BCDP program. Christine is representing TPI, the Printer Inc., and EWI of Des Moines to introduce you to this year's scholarship committee and awards nominees. Christine?
Thank you, Madam President. I am so thrilled to serve again as your BCDP director this year. 2019 marked the year when EWI adopted a new vision to enhance professional growth and development within a diverse group of women while empowering them to make a difference as they inspire others. Our organization focuses on these 3 C's: connections, careers, and community. We make new connections, contribute to careers, and build community through our scholarship programs. The EWISP and Assist scholarship programs are non-discriminatory educational scholarship programs for the benefit of students pursuing an associate's, bachelor's, or master's degree, or a certificate program at an accredited educational institution. Scholarships are an important tenet of the Business Career Development Program. We call this BCDP. I would like to thank our scholarship committee for their service, dedication, and support for our scholarship programs over this past year. Our scholarship committee members are Assist Committee Co-Chair Sherry Schiffman, representing Douglas Elliman Real Estate, Texas, EWI of Houston. Another co-chair on the Assist Committee, Robin Taylor, representing Iowa State Fair Blue Ribbon Foundation, EWI of Des Moines. For the EWISP Committee, co-chair Elisa Garcia, representing Houston First Corporation, EWI of Houston. And her other co-chair, Deborah Patton, representing Tacoma Community College, EWI of Western Washington. And also serving this year on the scholarship committee were Pat Evans, representing San Diego Convention Center Corporation, EWI of San Diego, and Vera Toms, representing Dominion Energy Services, EWI of Richmond. Thank you, ladies, for your dedication to committee service.
We are pleased to announce this year's Corporate EWISP Scholarship winners. 4th place, $1,000, Mildred G. Drake, EWI of Birmingham. 3rd place, $1,250, Grace June Hardy, EWI of Phoenix. Second place, $1,500, Brianna K. Brown, EWI of Kansas City. First place, $2,500, Amira M. Fisher, EWI of Honolulu. In recognition of our first place winner, Amira Fisher, we have a special video to share with you. Please join me in watching to learn more about Amira now.
Hi, my name is Amira Fisher, and first off, I would like to say thank you so much to the EWI for this amazing opportunity and to be able to receive this scholarship so that I am able to further my education. I am so grateful, so thank you so much. So now a little bit about me. I am from Honolulu, Hawaii, born and raised. I graduated from Aiea High School, which is Central Oahu, and I will be attending Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., planning on majoring in either business economics or political science. A little bit down the road, I plan to attend law school and business school so that I may obtain my dual degree or my JD MBA. Some of the activities that I was invested in high school and plan to continue in college was first student government, which taught me the importance of leadership, being conscientious, and sacrificing things for the greater good of others. Second was community service, which allowed me to understand the importance of having a bond between yourself and the community and being a part of a service that was much bigger than yourself. And third was a little bit more academic, which was speech and debate, which was really what sparked my interest in law, politics, and current events. A couple things that I like to do in my spare time is first, figure skate. I have figure skated for almost 8 years. I took a break last year to focus more on my studies and was hoping to return back the summer before college, but sadly with the pandemic and everything closing, I wasn't able to. But I hope to continue in college and join Georgetown's skating team. Another thing that I like to do in my spare time is I love watching movies and analyzing them with friends. I think I'm really interested in film, and I think I would like to further that sometime. And now moving on to the impact that the EWISP scholarship will have on my education. Well, first off, as someone who was more worried or concerned about not being able to afford college than actually getting into college, this EWISP scholarship has really allowed me to embrace all of my opportunities without being subjected by the uncertainty of not being able to afford college itself. I really am so grateful for the scholarship because I am able to choose the path that I want to choose, and I am able to go down and get the education that I want. So thank you so much for the scholarship. Another amazing thing that this scholarship has done for me is that it has given me hope for the future and seeing that organizations just like the EWI want to help others in need who want to further education and want to do and get the best education that they can possibly. It has allowed me to realize that, there are so many great people in the world who just want to help, and I want to be one of those people. So I really aspire to just be like the EWI and help others in need so that way that they can be successful in their own way. And with that, I would like to say thank you so much to the EWI for this amazing scholarship. Thanks to you, I'm able to embrace my opportunities and get the education that I want without the limitations of not being able to afford it. You have really opened the doors for me and have made this all possible. So thank you so much again for believing in me and really just being so amazing and so generous and being so flexible. Thank you again.
We will now hear from our assist co-chair, Sherry Schiffman, as she presents this year's scholarship awards. Sherry?
It is now my pleasure to share this year's Assist Program Awards. I would like to thank my co-chair, Robin Taylor, representing Iowa State Fair Blue Ribbon Foundation, EWI of Des Moines. I am again honored this year to be the Corporate Assist Chair. We had 23 applications from the chapters, and our judges worked diligently to choose this year's winners. I am pleased to announce this year's Corporate Assist Scholarship winners. Fourth place with a $1,750 scholarship, Michaela Sanchez, EWI of Dallas. We had two third place winners with a $2,500 scholarship each, Mark Alexander, EWI of Richmond, and Shalene Canning, EWI of Houston. Our second place winner with a $4,000 scholarship is Marina Mack, EWI of Omaha. And our first place winner with an $8,000 scholarship, Melanie Anderson, EWI of Phoenix. Melanie had planned to be here at LCAM, but unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 restrictions, that was not possible. We do, however, want each of you to get to know her and understand why she was chosen as the first place 2020 Corporate Assist Scholarship winner. Please join me in watching a short video on Melanie so that you can see the journey she has taken to get her to this point.
My name is Melanie Anderson. I am a mother of two children, Ian, 16, and Rhiannon, 19. Last year, my husband unexpectedly passed away. Not only did I lose my best friend of 25 years, but I also lost 80% of my income. I have been working in the field of sleep medicine as a sleep tech, but as the cost of healthcare has risen, the push to remove testing from the in-center to the home has caused me to essentially lose my ability to make a living at this. So I decided that I needed something different. I was accepted to the nursing program at Arizona State University, so I currently just finished my first term there and have 3 more left to go. After I graduate from ASU, I hope to get enrolled in a Doctor of Nursing program to get my DNP to become a nurse practitioner. Eventually, I would like to diagnose and treat sleep disorders patients in a primary care setting as a nurse practitioner. And with this scholarship, I will be able to accomplish part 1 of my goals. So thank you so much. I very much appreciate your kindness and consideration in thinking that I'm worthy for these funds. And I plan to be an excellent steward of your scholarship award. Thank you once again.
We would like to thank all of our chapters who participated in this year's ASSIST program, locally and on the corporate level. Together, we are making a difference in changing lives in our communities. Thank you. Christine?
Thank you for sharing these heartwarming stories with us, Sherry. EWI thanks the Corporate Scholarship Committee for giving these programs their time, energy, and commitment during the year. We hope they will continue their service to this committee for years to come. EWI is proud to support the educational funding of these students, both at the chapter level and the corporate level. We thank our chapter scholarship committee chairs for working so hard to make sure the students completed their applications on time, as well as making certain the judges completed their evaluations so that we could meet the deadlines. We also thank our judges, our educational partners, and students for all they accomplished this year. We know it was especially trying this year, and you all went above and beyond to make this program a success. We will now hear from our 2019-2020 Corporate President, Felicia Center. Felicia?
Amazing. Thank you to all the applicants, judges, scholarship committee members, counselors, and parents who contributed to this year's program. We celebrate our collective accomplishments and funding over $25,000 in student scholarships in 2020. Please join me with a round of applause as we congratulate our winners. Each year, EWI recognizes the achievements of our members, our firms, our representatives, and chapters during our LCAM celebrations. This year has proven the need to recognize EWI members across our organization as we have faced adversity and challenges we've never faced before. In times where we need to be flexible and adjust to change, our chapters and our members have demonstrated the EWI spirit, and we are excited to celebrate their success today. We'd like to thank this year's Corporate Awards Committee for all their efforts. Our Corporate Board Director, Margie Zamora, EWI of Houston, Speedy Print Texas, chair of this great committee in her absence. Her committee includes Michelle Rundstrom, EWI of Richmond, Altria Client Services, Jeannie Hawin, EWI of Pomona Valley, Southland Data Processing, and Donna Patterson, EWI of Corpus Christi, Cap Trust Investment Advisors. Thank you, ladies, for your service this year. At this time, I'd like to introduce Cheryl Holmes, 2019-2020 Recruitment and Retention Director, overseeing that committee to present our Chapter Retention and Growth Awards. Cheryl?
Thanks, Felicia. Before we share the results of our chapter's efforts, I'd like to recognize the committee members who helped our chapters this year with their retention and recruitment efforts. Barb Duran, EWI of Detroit Windsor, Send Out Cards. Tammy Hargis, EWI of Chattanooga, MCA. Amanda Horner, EWI of New Orleans, Jefferson Chamber of Commerce. Brenda Davidson, EWI of Calgary, Glenmore Inn and Convention Center. And Roseanne Freitas, EWI of Honolulu, Better Business Bureau, Northwest and Pacific. So each year, EWI recognizes chapters for their efforts to not only grow our membership, but also retain our members. We are thrilled to share with you that 13 of our chapters retained 90 to 100% of their membership in a very tough year. We are proud of you and your efforts this year. These chapters are EWI of Milwaukee, 90.24%. EWI of Honolulu, 90.70%. EWI of Mobile, 92.31%. EWI of Des Moines, 93.55%. EWI of Phoenix, 94.12%. EWI of Oklahoma City, 94.44%. EWI of Corpus Christi, 95.45%. EWI of Tulsa, 96.23%. EWI of Dallas, 97.14%. You see a trend here. EWI of Jackson, 100%. EWI of Lehigh Valley, 100%. EWI of Spokane, 100%. And EWI of Washington, D.C., 100%. Congratulations to each of these chapters for their efforts this year. We'd also like to celebrate the chapters that have grown this year by continuing to share EWI with others in a very non-traditional operating year. By being creative and staying connected with networking contacts, we are thrilled to celebrate the growth that has occurred in the following chapters. EWI of Nashville, 5.88% growth. EWI of Albuquerque, 6.25% growth. EWI of New Orleans, 6.67% growth. EWI of Harrisburg, 12.50% growth. EWI of Western Washington, 12.50% growth. And EWI of Wichita, 26.47% growth. Again, congratulations on this recognition and all the efforts your chapters employed this past year to grow. And now, I'd like to introduce Corporate President-elect Christy Emmons Jones to share the final results of our chapter's Champions Recruitment Challenge from this year. Christy?
Thank you, Cheryl. Hello, everybody. This year, the Corporate Board and the Recruitment and Retention Committee launched a recruitment incentive for all of our chapters called the Chapter Champions Challenge, or more easily said, as the C3 program. The goal of the program was to encourage chapters to connect with each other and share connections to grow our membership across the organization. In return, chapters earned BCDP dollars to further enhance their philanthropic efforts in their communities. We are happy to report that we have one chapter who will be receiving $200 for referring member firm Top Golf to EWI of Dallas. Congratulations to EWI of Houston, and thank you for participating in this year's program. At this time, I'd like to introduce Michelle Runstrom from EWI of Richmond for the next part of our program. Michelle?
Thanks, Christy. It is my pleasure to announce this year's Chapter of Excellence designations to the following chapters: EWI of Memphis, EWI of Milwaukee, EWI of Richmond, EWI of San Antonio, EWI of Tulsa. The EWI Chapter of Excellence program recognizes chapters that strive for excellence, one of our core values in all areas of chapter management. These chapters set goals, created a plan to achieve them, and accomplished the criteria of the EWI Chapter of Excellence program this year. We celebrate your collective successes and a record number of chapters this year that have obtained this designation, a record of 5 chapters. EWI is so proud of you. I would also like to announce the winner of our Corporate Communications Award. Each year, we ask chapters to submit their Connect newsletters and examples of their social media presence online. This year, we received 10 submissions to be evaluated by the awards committee, and the competition was fierce. The samples received were excellent examples of EWI branding and communication and showed the dedication of our communications chairs this year. With that said, we are excited to announce the winner of this year's award, EWI of San Diego. Congratulations. It is my pleasure to transition the presentation to my fellow committee member, Jeannie Nguyen, EWI of Pomona Valley. Jeannie?
Thanks, Michelle. Hello, EWI members. I am honored to share with you our Lucille Johnson Perkins Award winners in the nonprofit and small member firm categories. A nonprofit that serves within a nonprofit is the embodiment of compassion and selflessness. Vulcan Park and Museum, representing EWI of Birmingham, is this year's winner of the Lucille Johnson Perkins Award for the category of nonprofit. Vulcan Museum and Park, a 16-year-old member of EWI of Birmingham, is an interactive museum that preserves the world's largest cast iron statue called the Vulcan, and the museum showcases the history of the statue surrounding area of Birmingham, Alabama. The nonprofit encourages people to develop lifelong habits of visiting museums, and their community outreach touch students and teachers. They do so by providing online learning packets, participating in patch programs for the Scouts, and subsidizing the cost of field trips to underserved school districts and low-income households. Vulcan Museum and Parks Director of PR and Marketing, Lashana Sorrell, is the current EWI Chapter Ways and Means Director and an EWIS and ASIST committee volunteer. Despite COVID-19, Lashana continues to creatively fundraise by encouraging members to purchase products within Alabama, partner with other organizations such as Kendra Scott Jewelry, whose sales proceeds help fund the chapter scholarship programs, and Lashana solicits member firms and local businesses for donations for auction items. The nonprofit has also graciously hosted chapter events and hired staff to provide tours at no charge. Congratulations to Vulcan Museum and Park, and thank you for your commitment to EWI. All member firms, no matter the size, are mighty contributors to EWI. D. Jones Photography, representing EWI of Houston, is this year's shining example and winner of the Lucille Johnson Perkins Award for a member firm with less than 50 employees. David Jones, the executive member for D. Jones Photography, is a Houston chapter's official photographer whose event photos from chapter meetings, reading rallies, executive nights, and scholarship nights are used for marketing and school publications to increase exposure for fundraising efforts. In addition to taking event photos, D. Jones Photography donates canvas photography art pieces and $1,000 valued family photo sessions, again, to raise funds for the chapter scholarship and literacy programs. At chapter events, David is the first person to arrive, ready with his setup to take photos. If you are a Houston representative, you are lucky to have professional headshots with touch-ups and corrections each year, courtesy of David. As a matter of fact, the chapter markets the annual headshots as a benefit to recruit new members. What an excellent idea, Houston. Having been an EWI member for 17 years, David has recruited new members, promoted EWI within other organizations he belongs to, and it is estimated that D. Jones Photography has contributed over $40,000 in services to EWI and EWI of Houston. Congratulations to D. Jones Photography, and thank you for your continued support of EWI through the years. It is now my pleasure to introduce my fellow committee member, Donna Patterson, EWI of Corpus Christi, for our next award categories. Donna?
Thank you, Jeannie. I have the pleasure of sharing the winners of our medium and large firm awards. EWI of Houston chose to recognize Lockton Companies for the Lucille Johnson Perkins Medium Company Award. Lockton Companies not only has an active member, but they have an executive of the firm, Mr. Alan Gelwick, who is a founding member of the Houston EWI Executive Board. Mr. Gelwick recognizes the benefits and leadership development of a Lockton Company employee affiliated with EWI and has even made it a requirement of his executive assistant to be an active member of the Houston chapter. Mr. Gelwick has a passion for the scholarship programs and demonstrates this through his active participation in the BCDP major fundraiser, through donations of auction items, being a monetary sponsor for the chapter's major fundraising event, and attends with guests who purchase items from the silent and live auctions. Mr. Gelwick has also mentored an EWI scholarship recipient and personally offered financial assistance above and beyond the scholarship provided by the chapter. Lockton Companies and Alan Gelwick truly demonstrate the qualities of the Lucille Johnson Perkins Award recipient. Congratulations to your organization on this award. Sewell Automotive Companies is this year's Lucille Johnson Perkins Large Company selection. Sewell Automotive was established in 1911 and became a member firm of EWI Houston in 2014. They embrace the EWI 3 C's: connections, career development, and community involvement. Sewell Automotive currently has 2 members in EWI Houston who regularly attend chapter meetings and are always meeting and networking with new and old members. Sewell has encouraged their representatives to serve in leadership roles and attend local and national conferences, further developing their career skills. One of their most notable community contributions was the underwriting of a chapter raffle that raised $10,000, which was given to a disadvantaged school to provide a professional development for the teachers in books for grade level classrooms. They are They are also very involved with the BCDP fundraiser by making significant donations to their auction and attend the event and purchase silent and live auction items. You could definitely say the Sewell Automotive Companies are significant donors to education projects for EWI Houston. Congratulations and a big thanks to Sewell Automotive Companies for helping make a difference in EWI Houston and their community. Please help me now welcome Corporate President Felicia Center to make our final awards announcements at this time. Felicia?
Thank you, Donna. And thank you to the committee for all your hard work in evaluating this year's nominees. I know the number of applications was higher than in years past, and the evaluations were difficult to judge. And at this time, I have the honor of presenting the following award categories: Representative of the Year, our new award for this year, Chapter Leadership, which will be awarded to a chapter president, and drum roll please, the annual Tilly Award. This year, our Representative of the Year award is bittersweet for the organization. The award is usually given live and in person at LCAM, and we are able to celebrate along with fellow representatives and members. However, this year's award is being given to someone who is no longer here with us. She passed away late last week from a short, hard, long-fought battle with that ugly word, cancer. Let me tell you more about this year's Representative of the Year, Darlis Vobble from EWI of Omaha. Darlis is the epitome of what a great EWI representative is within our organization. A direct quote from John Aratke, president of EWI of Omaha. We couldn't agree more. For the past 28 years, Darlis has been a champion of EWI, a fierce leader in her chapter and corporate, and an outstanding mentor to everyone she meets. Her passion for EWI shined through everything she did, and EWI shines brighter for it. Through the years, Dar, as she was fondly known, has made her mission to uncover the hidden gems, introducing EWI to everyone and anyone she meets, often recruiting new members with just one elevator speech. She knew what her EWI was. Her dedication to the 3 C's, our mission and values, was exemplary, promoting not only her member firm, Whitman Life, but all member firms in the organization, always utilizing a member firm first, encouraging personal and professional development for not just representatives of EWI, but for all employees of Whitman Life by incorporating monthly EWI webinars and information during her monthly administration, and leading the charge in her chapter to give back to the community through scholarships and a 3-year literacy campaign partnership with Lydia House at the Open Door Mission by donating books, stuffed animals, and time to read and lead activities with children every single month. Dar's commitment to service and her dedication to our 3 C's, connections, careers, and community, are evident in everything she did. She was a true beacon for our organization and most deserving of the Lucille Johnson Perkins Representative of the Year Award. Accepting this award on Darlis's behalf are her daughters, Kaylee and Lily. Please listen to this short video as they share what this award would have meant to their mom.
Hello, my name is Lillian Bobble, and this is my sister Kaylee Thompson, and we're Darlis Bobble's daughters.
We are honored to accept this award on our mother's behalf.
Our mom has always instilled in us the importance of assisting others and forming connections. EWI was near and dear to her heart for this reason.
She enjoyed working with professional women from all across the country and cherished the friendships she formed during that time. To everyone, we would like to say thank you for honoring our mother in this way. God bless.
I want to thank EWI for recognizing Darlis today. She was an amazing person who was beyond committed to the mission of EWI and the scholarship program. I was so fortunate to work with her every day. She is someone who filled the room with positivity, and I can't think of someone who's more deserving to be awarded this honor. On behalf of her many, many friends at Woodman Life, please thank you for recognizing Darlis today. Thank you.
Darlis was a corporate board member and an LCAM committee chair in 2017 and 2018. Her dedication, service to EWI will forever be remembered, and her impact for this organization will be long-lasting. Rest in heaven, Darlis. 2020 has been a year of adaptation and adversity. There is no time to bring forth a brand new Lucille Johnson Perkins Award category to recognize the leadership within our chapter than now. Our chapter leadership award received 5 nominations this year, and we are happy to share our inaugural award winner. It is my honor and pleasure to award this award to Rebecca Wesley, Chapter President of EWI of Houston. Allow me to share more about her with you. When times get tough, the tough get going. That's how I would describe Rebecca Wesley. While the pandemic sidelined a lot of activities and plans and put a damper on networking and gathering, that didn't stop Rebecca. Rebecca led the Houston chapter to new heights, finding creative ways to thrive in tough times. She embraced the true meaning of the 3 C's: careers, connections, and community. Rebecca never wavered in the face of adversity, employing fresh new ideas to promote member firms and build relationships. To support careers, she led the Houston chapter with numerous opportunities for personal and professional development, including bringing in professional speakers, bringing in Karen McCullough, who was our 2019 speaker at LCAM, and supporting corporate programs and initiatives, including scholarships to bring in special guest speaker for the 2020 virtual LCAM. The pandemic was no match for Rebecca's determination to support the Houston community. Under her leadership, not only did the Houston chapter award $55,000 in EWIST and ASSIST scholarships, they also participated in the Houston Police Department's Blue Santa Toy Drive and Warehouse Replenishing Campaign. They collected 52 toys and $1,639 in cash, as well as donating over $2,800 in books to the Hype Freedom School and $3,000 to Houston's ISD wraparound services that provide meals and support to students who suddenly found themselves at home full-time due to this global pandemic. They said true leaders stare down adversity, and Rebecca has proven she is a true leader by doing just that. Francis of Assisi said that leaders start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. Well, Rebecca did just that, and it's only fitting that she be awarded the first ever Lucille Johnson Perkins Leadership Award. Congratulations, Rebecca. You are much deserving of this award. Our final award of the day. The Tilley Award is a long-standing tradition in EWI. Each year, the corporate president bestows the coveted Tilley Award to a chapter that exemplifies EWI's mission, vision, and values. I'm not sure how hard this decision was for corporate presidents before me, but with this global pandemic, I wanted to give the award to every chapter. But Courtney told me, no, I had to pick just one. So, this award has been given over the years to chapters who have persevered through difficulties, achieved goals no one thought they could achieve, or fostered such positivity that the end result was massive membership growth. We have seen chapters increase their community involvement and impact, their member engagement increased, more financial gains through firm and executive participation. So this year, I had to consider a lot of things. Like I said, membership growth, membership retention. I even considered my theme, empowerment, engagement, and inspiration, inspiring others. And so this year, it is an honor that I have chosen to award the Tilly Award to a chapter that encompasses all of that. So without further ado, the Tilly Award for 2020 is being awarded to, are you ready? EWI of Wichita, congratulations! And it gives me an honor because the Tilly Award was in Charlotte. We're in Charlotte because they were our past winner. So I get the honor of having the Tilly and placing this tile in the award. As we wrap up this year's recognition celebration, we again want to thank all the committee members and chairs, our member firms and representatives, our chapter leaders, board, and all of our board members for their efforts and accomplishments this past year. As we close out another year of EWI celebrations, let's all keep our thoughts on the future, moving forward together. I'm so proud of our collective future forward mindset this year, and I look forward to all you will accomplish in the year to come. So that being said, I'd like to toast to all of you. Cheers, and thank you for being engaged, empowered, and inspired. We'll be back with you shortly for the 2020 annual meeting, live streaming at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central. Delegates and alternates, now's your time. You should get signed in to register through the Zoom link provided earlier this week. All other EWI members can join our live stream on Facebook Live. We look forward to seeing you shortly. Thank you. Cheers.